Hello friends, I am Dr. Vivek Jain, Faculty of Preventive and Social Medicine and author of a review of PSM, Exam Preparatory Manual for Undergraduates, PSM for FMG and other books in the field of medicine. Today we'll be discussing the concept of likelihood ratio. Not just its concept, we'll take numerical MCQ and interpretation also. So friends, before I start the session, I'll request you to pause the video and quickly get a pen and paper so that you can solve the MCQ along with me. First, we look at concept of likelihood ratio. Friends, what is the meaning of the word likelihood? Likelihood means probability or chances. Now, friends, if you do a screening test and it comes out positive, is it a 100% guarantee that the person is having the disease? No. Take an example. Even a very good screening test like ELISA for HIV may go wrong sometimes up to 1% of the times. So if you have done a screening test and it comes positive, there is a chance it may be false positive. Therefore comes the requirement of diagnostic test. So screening test is followed by diagnostic test to confirm our diagnosis. Then if a person is positive, we don't know whether he is true positive or false positive. We send him for the confirmatory diagnostic test, Western blot assay in the National AIDS Control Program. That will tell us whether he is actually having the disease or not. Similarly, look at the opposite situation. If a person comes negative on screening test, is it a 100% guarantee that he is not having the disease? No. There is a possibility person may be having a false negative test. Again, we will have to confirm that by sending the person for Western blot assay. If you send the person for Western blot assay now, that will confirm whether the person is having disease or not. So in the concept of likelihood ratio, we use sensitivity and specificity of a test to determine whether the result changes the probability a disease exists or not. It incorporates both two properties, sensitivity and specificity, and it provides us with a direct estimate whether the test result will change the odds or chances of actually having the disease or not having the disease. Suppose a female comes to your clinic with history suggestive of some disorder. When you do complete detailed physical examination, based on your clinical examination, you are sure that the female is having possibly cervical cancer. Now you will subject her to a screening test. Suppose the screening test comes positive. Now how many chances of her actually having cervical cancer have increased will be known as likelihood ratio of a positive test. So it tells you if a test is positive, how many chances of actually having the disease increase in the person. Now, is it a 100% guarantee that if it is a positive screening test, the female will definitely be having a cervical cancer disease? No. So that will be confirmed again by the diagnostic test, punch biopsy or colposcopic punch biopsy. This likelihood ratio of a positive test can be calculated by this formula. So you can note it down. Sensitivity divided by 1 minus specificity. If I say in very simple terms, I can say likelihood ratio of a positive test is actually a ratio between probability that a test is positive in a diseased person divided by probability that a test is positive in a non-diseased person. So you can say true positive divided by false positive. Now to understand this concept further, let's take a numerical. Friends, get your pen and paper. Now suppose we look at a disease like cervical cancer. One of the commonly used screening tests in India for so many years has been pap smear. Suppose I tell you sensitivity of pap smear for screening cervical cancer is around 80%, and by chance specificity of the same test pap smear for screening cervical cancer is also around 80%. Now the question is, what is the likelihood ratio of a positive test and what is its interpretation? So friends, first you will have to calculate likelihood ratio of a positive test. Formula we know, sensitivity upon 1 minus specificity. Quickly grab the pen paper and calculate it for me. Okay, friends, look at the screen. Sensitivity is 80%. I can say 0.80 and specificity is 80%. So that is also 0.80. So putting in the formula 0.80 upon 1 minus 0.80. So that is 0.80 divided by 0.20. So likelihood ratio of a positive test in this numerical MCQ will be yes 4. Now friends, what is the interpretation of this 4? It implies if a test is coming positive now, the actual chances of having cervical cancer in the female will increase 4 times. Let me simplify it. A female comes to your clinic with history suggestive of cervical cancer. You do a physical examination and now you feel the female is actually having cervical cancer. So female is having some chances of cervical cancer in her body now. You send her for pap smear. Pap smear is not a guarantee, but pap smear suppose comes positive in this female. Now the chances of actually having cervical cancer in this female has increased by 4 times. So it has now gone 4 times higher odds of actually having cervical cancer in this female. Again, it is not a 100% guarantee. For confirmation, you will have the send. Now again, it is not a 100% guarantee that the female is actually having cervical cancer. So you will have to confirm that by sending the female for diagnostic test of cervical cancer. Friends, similarly, let's now look at likelihood ratio for a negative test. Suppose a female comes to your clinic with history suggestive of a disease. When you do physical examination, you have a doubt in your mind that she may be having cervical cancer. So you send the female for pap smear. And suppose the pap smear comes negative. Now, when she came to you, she was having some chances or odds or probability of having cervical cancer or the disease. Now your test has come negative. So how many chances of her actually having cervical cancer have now decreased? That is known as likelihood ratio for a negative. Again, if the test comes negative, it's not a 100% guarantee that she is totally healthy. Again, diagnosis could be confirmed by the diagnostic test, that is punch biopsy. So friends, likelihood ratio for a negative test tells you the odds or probability how much of a disease will decrease if the test is negative. It is given by the formula. Please note it down. 1 minus sensitivity divided by specificity. Or I can say in simple terms, probability that a test is negative in diseased person divided by probability of the same test being negative in a non-diseased person. Or I can say false negative divided by true negative. Okay, let's take the same example. Sensitivity of pap smear for screening of cervical cancer is 80%. Specificity is also around 80%. And now suppose when you do a pap smear, it comes negative on a patient. So what is the likelihood ratio of a negative test? You will have to calculate. And what is its interpretation? So let us calculate. Formula below, likelihood ratio of a negative test is 1 minus sensitivity or specificity. Quickly calculate it for me, friends. Okay, now look at the screen. Sensitivity is 0.80, specificity is 0.80. So numerator will be 1 minus sensitivity, 1 minus 0.80. Denominator is specificity 0.80. So this will be 0.20 divided by 0.80, or you can say 1 by 4. Friends, what is the interpretation now? Now when the female came to you with some signs and symptoms and you examined her, you thought she is having some chances of or some odds or probability of cervical cancer. Now you send her for pap smear. Pap smear comes negative. So definitely her chances or odds or probability of actually having cervical cancer will decrease. It will not totally become zero. That you can only confirm by a diagnostic test if she is totally free from the disease. So how much chances have decreased? If a test comes negative is likelihood ratio for a negative. So now I can say a female comes to your clinic, some chances of cervical cancer due to your physical examination. If pap smear comes negative, now her chances of actually having cervical cancer have reduced to 1/4 of the original chances. So friends, from the topic of likelihood ratio, you could be asked three important questions. What are these? Number one, you could be asked formula and calculation, likelihood ratio of a positive test, likelihood ratio of a negative test. Number two, you could be asked interpretation. A question is given, you have to calculate likelihood ratio of a positive or negative test, and then you have to give interpretation. And number three, you could be asked likelihood ratio and odds. What is the relationship? Friends, post-test odds of a disease is given by pre-test odds of a disease multiplied by likelihood ratio of a test. So if likelihood ratio is positive, post-test odds will increase by so many times. If likelihood ratio is negative, post-test odds will decrease so many times as regard to pre-test odds or chances of having the disease. Friends, you can join me on YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Vivek Jain PSM. I will keep on uploading similar academic videos along with MCQ discussion videos, along with any recent updates in the field of preventive and social medicine, and exam MCQ discussion videos also. Besides YouTube, you can also connect to me on other social media platforms. One is you can connect to me through my mobile video lecture app available both for Android as well as iOS platform by my name Dr. Vivek Jain PSM. On Facebook, you can join my group Dr. Vivek Jain PSM Updates, like the page, and you will always keep on getting regular updates as and when they are released in the field of public health. Website is there. You can also mail me your comments, queries, suggestions, any info you require on docvivekjain@gmail.com. WhatsApp is also there so that we can connect for solving any issue. Telegram group you can join. I'm quite active there. Dr. Vivek Jain PSM. I keep on sharing updates and solve the queries. On Telegram also I have got two groups. One is personal one, that is by my name Doc Vivek Jain. On Instagram I have got two groups. One is my personal one, Doc Vivek Jain. If you are interested in traveling or photography, please feel free. You are most welcome to join me in the group. And another group is Vivek Jain PSM. That is the academic official group where you can connect with me and get all the regular updates on PSM. You can also download my mobile video lecture based app, both available for Android platform as well as iOS platform from their respective Play stores. Friends, thank you. I wish you all the best for your success in the upcoming examination.